Okay, hello everybody. ちょっと待って。Okay. All right. Welcome to my live stream where we just shoot the shit. Who's in the chat? シャドウかなシャドウ。クリスチャン・ボコ。ヤッホー。アンソニー、ブライアン、and トマス。ハロー。ね、I think I got a cold. なんか、I'm catching. I've caught a cold. Feels like. Because Hiro has been not like sick. He was very, he was coughing and sneezing, so much snot kind of stuff, and then feels like I caught it. Yeah. So I might sound a little different today, but it's just, yeah, parent life. ね。No, maybe so in Japan the weather is changing from summer to fall, right? And yeah, I think some people are getting cold because adjusting weather is actually quite like it's a bit stressful to our body, right? And yeah, many kids get sick and get cold and stuff like that. So yeah, sniffing Suzy. It's the weather. そうね。Thanks. Are you living in Japan or somewhere? I hope we can meet in person. I'd like to learn from you. I live in Japan, but I don't personally meet my viewers, to be honest. I mean, thank you. I'm flattered. I'm really glad that you enjoy my content, but meeting people online in person is not quite safe when it comes to, being a creator, you know. But hey, I'm always here and happy to chat with you every single weekend. So, what about the southern Japan? Isn't that region tropical? Not tropical. I don't think anywhere in Japan is tropical, even Okinawa. Yeah. まあ、Okinawa is becoming, towards a little more tropical side, but not quite. うん。It's getting warmer here. Australia ね。あれだって、because it's becoming summer there, right? ね。そうそう。ねえ、なんか、I heard that Kai chan, Daniel and Yuka's kid, he recently stayed in hospital because he got Kawasaki disease. And for some reason, Kawasaki disease, I don't know if you have heard of it, because this Kawasaki disease, I mean, the name is actually Japanese came after Japanese doctor Kawasaki-san. So Kawasaki disease because he found the disease. But anyways, this is the rare disease. Not so many kids. It's disease for kids. Not so many kids get it, right? Um, and it's also specifically it's mainly South 違う Eastern Asian country like Korea and Japan. Korean and Japanese genes for some reason causes this disease, right? So if you are Asian, like Japanese, Korean, and maybe Chinese, yeah, Kawasaki disease happen. If you are like white, black, kind of, the other ancestors, it's like almost 0% to get that. But yeah, Kawasaki disease. And Kai-kun got that disease. It causes your like bloodstream swollen, kana? So it's actually very. Sometimes it used to be fatal, I think. Nowadays, because of the, medical, it's less likely to go death. But yeah, sometimes it causes some kind of aftermath, after effect, and things like that. So you can't just ignore if it happened. But for some reason, my cousin got that when he was a kid, one of my cousins. And I recently see like spot kids who got Kawasaki disease, and then I was like, oh, yeah. I mean, it must be really, worrying for parents, right? Yeah. Luckily, Hiro hasn't got any like disease yet. I mean, he had some like fever and stuff like that, but he hasn't got like serious disease yet, which I'm really grateful for. He's already so much just, running around, messing with everything he sees. But yeah, plus disease, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna go insane. But yeah, must be super worrying, né? Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, don't want to caught up with, like disease topic so long. So yeah, let's move on. Lucky for us, Florida boys is always summertime. Is that true? Because I've just talked with Justin's mom this morning. We always have なんだろう weekly call with Nana, and she lives in Florida, right? And then she was like, なんだろうな Florida can get cold, right? Maybe it depends on where you live. I guess it's like South Florida is always like warm, I guess. Because she lives in kind of like North Florida, so. So you're a Florida man, huh? Florida boys. Oh, my husband is from Florida, so. Florida. いいね. We are hoping to visit next year. Larry, hello. What's your favorite place or prefecture? Do you have a favorite state in the US? なんか is that a thing to ask? Like favorite prefecture? Oh. Well, now recently I can't even go on trips even. So I always stay in Chiba, which is where I live, Chiba Prefecture. Chiba Prefecture is nice. It's accessible to Tokyo easily, and it's not as popular as like Kanagawa or Tokyo, but we have so much to offer. Mm. So yeah. Marcus Taro. Japan truly needs a young and fresh PM who can turn things around and turn Japan into a nuclear, military, economic, and cultural superpower once more. Oh. Is medical care or prescriptions more expensive if you are foreign? No. No. Is that a thing in the US? If you're a foreigner, you don't get medical support? Is that a thing? As long as you work in Japan and, well, full time, if you work full time, uh, and yeah, if you if you simply live and work in Japan, and pay health insurance, which is a mandatory uh, thing, then you get you don't have to pay so much. 30% かな 30% of the cost, and rest will be covered by your insurance. And if you are a kid, it almost never costs 300 yen at the time. You only pay 300 yen if you are under 18, which is like $2. $2, and the medicines, prescripted medicines are free. Mm. So yeah, it doesn't matter where you are from. And what I was talking about is the sunset or party, like very right wing party. They hate that idea, right? We shouldn't pay for foreigners for health, なんかそう、medical support とかね。That's their idea. But that's wrong, I think, right? As long as you work and taxing in Japan, then you are eligible to get the, and then you are paying for medical insurance even. So, right? Yeah. I don't think Japan makes medical care more expensive because you are a foreigner. Exactly. Hey, Antonio. Angela, I want to start warming up for me in Australia until October. It won't. そっか。オクトーバーまで。いいね。Cool, cool. Kawasaki is a motorbike brand here. まあね、Kawasaki は、very quite common name. There is a, yeah, Kawasaki motorcycle brand. Kawasaki station, Kawasaki station. In Japan, in Kanagawa. And there are so many Mr. and Miss Kawasaki-san out there, so it's a very common Japanese name. I hope we don't get the extreme heat like you did this year. Yeah, it was. I mean, it's still kind of hard. It's less hot. It's not as hot during like morning and nighttime, but daytime it's still super hot here. Here in California, it's still hot and sunny every day. I saw a lot of Japanese tourists at In and Out in LA. People are visiting LA these days? Really? Haven't they seen news? Seymour, thanks for the super chat. First super chat of the day. I really appreciate it. I like going to Chiba someday. What's famous food in Chiba? Depends on the region, because it's a coast side. If you go to coast side, there are many seafood. Thanks, Seymour. There were a couple of big shootings here in the States again. Demographic lawmaker and her husband got shot in their home, and the Republican Carnival Barker got shot on campus. I didn't know about those two, but in Japan, definitely the nani? Kirk, someone, Kirk, Mr. Kirk, got shot at some kind of event. He was talking in from the public. Is this the politic? The news was quite big in Japan too, compared to those two. Yeah. So. ね。なんかさ、this is what I'm talking about these days, right? Charlie Cock, a carnival barker. That's Charlie Cock. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. The news about Charlie Kirk got shot, it was quite big in Japan. Oh yeah.
Don't mind me, Chet.
Yeah. He's doing the chore, housework. ね? Where was I? Where was I? Yeah, because he's a good husband.
You bet your ass I am.
He's doing the chore, you know. Can you close the curtain?
Sorry.
Cool. Very bright.
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. But anyways, yeah. The news about Charlie Kirk got shot. It's quite big in Japan too. It's everywhere in Japan, right? And I'm not gonna talk about like whether guns should be allowed or not, because it's a very very politic thing, and then it's not even Japanese politic. It's your politic thing. So I'm not gonna dip into it. But from my point of view, right, as a Japanese person, it's very scary. Like now, like it kind of showed people that you can just shoot somebody because you don't like their opinion, right? Isn't that kind of scary? Of course, the shooter was caught, right? And then he will be punished, I am sure. But it's happening in the US. Yeah. And this is what I'm this is what I've been talking about, right? These days. I think I mean, I think everybody in this society, I guess, but especially Western or maybe American society or maybe US society, especially US society, people are so entitled, right? Like this entitlement here, like I am eligible, I am allowed to shoot somebody because I don't like his idea. So I'm gonna just go to like university and then kill the person. What kind of entitlement here, right? People are too entitled these days, especially in the US, I think. And I kind of worry about it because, especially in the US, people are arguing all the time, right? People are so divided in especially in the politic argument. It's very heated up, right? In Japan, people don't really talk about politics and make arguments over it. Here in Japan, we don't really do that. We don't fight. We don't argue. Not so much. But in the US, it's kind of like everywhere. I wouldn't say everywhere, but it's quite common. And then I have seen that kind of arguments among US people, right? So now that people are so like opinionated and entitled, things like this can happen even more, I think. Ne. から yeah, so I saw the news and then it kind of got me scared. ね。ね。Sometimes you don't have to have like you don't have to say your opinion. You don't have to show your opinion. You don't have to justify your opinion, right? Sometimes you don't have to, or many times you don't have to do that. And that creates peace, right? But seems like many people nowadays are like, I have to say my opinion. Yeah, I am entitled to say my opinion, no matter what the circumstances is. This is scary. Yeah, sorry. I kind of had to talk about it. Thank you, Rulan and Antonio. Thanks for the super chat. I will catch up. I noticed when I used to live in Japan, I used the Pairs app and found it to be better than Tinder. The bad side is you can't access Pairs outside of Japan. People seem more serious on Pairs. Of course, because Tinder suck in general when it comes to, trying to find a serious relationship. If you are just hooking up or simply want to meet more people, then yeah, Tinder can help you. But serious dating, you don't go to Tinder. So yeah, pairs is better. And Roland, my planned visit this October to Japan will be my fifth visit in less than a year. Wow. Returning to Kamikochi area where it's beautiful and so peaceful. いいっすね. Yeah. It's gonna be a great vacation, yeah. Kamikochi. いいっすね. Thank you, Roland. Bye, Justin. とアントニオかな? I'll catch up the chat first. Thank you. Poland invokes Article 4 after Russian drones are shot down in their territory. Poland? Poland? Why Poland? Ukraine じゃなくて? They passed even Ukraine? What? I'm curious what American news makes it to Japan generally. Like, is the Hyundai raid big in Japan too? Hyundai raid. Don't know, maybe? I just don't know. Florida boys should send a Florida water puppy to Asagi. Water puppy って何? Water puppy ってあれ? Gator? Gators? Political extremism and domestic terrorism is a big problem in not just the US but all over the Western world. Is it okay to meet or talk to a girl in a mall or like movie theater? I need more context. I need more context. 心臓アド心臓安倍かな? I think Shinzo Abe's case is slightly different. I mean, sure, this guy, I guess it's that some kind of entitlement included for sure. But he was frustrated how he was, Shinzo Abe was involved with the Muni. I think Muni, that's one of the cults in Japan. And because this shooter, he is a second generation of the cult, right? Meaning he was forced to become, to join the cult because his parents were in the cult, right? So complicated story. I mean, no, he's not supposed to. He shouldn't, shoot the person. But it's got a story, right? It's not simply like, oh, he has a different idea, right? And Shizo Abe was, not like just he was joining the cult, but he was, なんだっけ black money っていうか he was receiving money and supporting in the back, right? Not in public, but in the back, right? So So it's more like he hated. Yeah, I think it's more to it. His whole life is involved with this cult, and then he thinks he has a miserable life, and then this big politician is actually supporting this cult, and then he really really didn't like that. So it's not like he simply has a different idea and then just go shoot somebody, but I don't know. I also don't know the motivation and story about this guy, the shooter who shot the Charlie Kirk. だっけ? So I don't know. I mean, no gun shooting towards like no 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 assassination should be allowed. But like, hey, Antonio ね。これ I read it. Abe was killed when a man ordered separate parts to a gun and assembled them himself, avoiding detection. まあ、というかね、I think, well, because Japan, you can't easily get a gun, so he made by himself. No, it's more like that, I guess. Although your former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was assassinated. Mhm. Yeah, that's yeah, that's in a way, I guess it's in a way an entitlement, but hey, that was the first assassination in like decades. And how many gun shooting assassination happened in this year, even in the US? Or one, yeah, そうだね。なんか、yeah. It's rage bait and clickbait making things worse. I definitely think so. People just watch videos making themselves angrier and angrier. Yes. これはね、もうpsychology speaking だけど、people, the human brain want like stimulation, dopamine, anger, shocking value. So yeah, people use that to make money, and then that increase people's anger, and then yes, this kind of things happen. If a Japanese is curious about North America, I would recommend Canada as a good alternative. まあね、Canada and Australia are always like なんだろうね、easier, to be honest. I think many people be like, oh, I want, like, America is so cool, and then I want to move to America. Like, I have this image, right, for so long. But when when people actually try to move to the US, there are so many like layers of difficulties, and then they just give up and go to Canada or Australia. I think realistically speaking, yeah, people still think America is cool, but realistically speaking, yeah. ね。Mas, I've been absent for a while. ねえ、久しぶりです。ねえ、how have you been, Mas? And thanks for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. People in Japan are generally much more level-headed, かな。level-headed and relaxed than Western nations, especially when it comes to politics and in pretty much every other respect. When it comes to, yeah, なんだろう peace and calm, I agree, to be honest. なんか less drama. It's not like it never happens or like, it's very mild. And then I see many foreigners move to Japan recently just for that, because it's more peaceful. Mm. Like I think many for some people America is very なんだろうね comfortable, right? Like you can say your opinion very openly. It's more like free, and then yeah, there are so many things to offer. Big houses, dream big kind of thing. Like you know, America is cool. America is cool, but for some people, uh, some people are just quieter and then prefer being quieter. Then move to Japan みたいな。Or even, want to date Japanese people because Japanese people tend to be more like calmer. You know what I mean? えっと、What is good birthday present for a Japanese girl that needs to be sent? もう、I need more concept. Because it, at this point, like, what kind of situation? Are they like not close yet? Or is that Japanese girlfriend? Is that like, I'm not sure. I'm excited to see my little boy in Fukushima. ねえ must be. I Bill, jobless man here with no monetized YouTube channel, still survived but very struggling. Oh my gosh. best wishes. Best wishes. Are you trying to be a YouTuber? Or like, what's your story? What's your story? If I buy something and want to talk to some girl stranger or while watching movie, no talking, no talking while movie in Japanese movie theater. Please don't talk while in the movie theater. Mm. I see that in the US. It's common. It's okay to talk in movie theater, right? But in Japan, it's almost no, like 迷惑 bothering. I mean, of course, you can laugh when it's like a fun movie, and you can cry if it's your favorite character died or something like that. But you don't make conversation while watching movies in Japan in the movie theater. It's like a big no. You're not supposed to talk loudly or using cell phone in the public transportation in Japan. And movie theater? No. Not to mention, don't flirt with a girl or try to pick up girls while watching movies. You will be like super bothering. So please don't. Japan has been strict with since Toyotomi Hideyoshi was a ruler. I guess so. Is that the reason? I don't know. Hey Cedric, welcome back. People need to find a hobby. Stop doom scrolling. For sure. Frank. I gotcha. I gotcha. If I ever become famous, would you like for me to give you a shout out? Would I like for you to give you a shout out? I'm confused. Astalonte too. I think the best you can do with a Japanese girl on a date is taking her for a walk. It worked for me. Just go for a walk. Just go for a walk. Like after a coffee or something like that. Or you just meet at a park or something and then just walk around. I mean, it's not a bad idea in like good seasons. Like it's definitely not summertime or super cold winter, but Loud Italian, thanks for the super sticker. Nice. Shogun Shiba. Loud Italian. But you're a Florida man. Italian Florida man? Are you a Italian Florida man? Loud Italian. イタリアンってこう。はい。Thank you. Maybe before or after watching a movie. Yeah, sure. うん。まあね、I have never seen guys like that to be honest. But like it makes sense. Like if you are watching the same movie, you most likely have the same taste in movies and stuff like that. But I don't know how that happens. I don't know. I don't think it's the best place though. I'm not opposed to the idea, but no. How about if I saw a stranger girl in grocery shopping or food court? Is it okay to communicate with her? So, Christian, hear me out. You seem to get it wrong completely. And I know you might be new here, but I have telling you guys a lot. In Japan, you don't talk to strangers in places that are not that kind of concept. You know what I mean? Supermarket, grocery shopping, food court is not for mingling. That's not for the mingling purpose. So people usually don't talk to each other. So it's not like it never happens. And I guess you can do that if you can. But with the language barrier, with the the kind of cultural concept, it's a hard mode. So I don't recommend that. You need to be on point if you really want to do that, right? You need to be super good looking. You need to be, super goofy to let their guard down and all that kind of stuff. So it's a hard mode. So go places that has that kind of concept, right? Like a small bar, people usually talk to each other. Go to like language exchanging parties or like online. Like dating apps are for datings. And even if it's not like dating concept, like language exchanging apps and stuff like that, it's all for that kind of purpose. So people easily go there and start chatting each other. In Japan, né? So, yep. In my country, if you talked in a movie theater or maybe phone calls sooner or later, some guy will stop you in one way or another. ああ、そっかそっか。What advice can you give in order to have a successful career in the Japanese corporate world? Currently, I'm almost have an N2 level. Successful career? Like you want to be a manager or like like go なんか higher position and stuff like that? How can I improve my Japanese level to reach a near fluent business level? So it's not really about language fluency, to be honest. This is the sad truth. This is sad truth. You can leave if you don't want to hear it. But if you are a foreigner, like foreigner not born and raised in Japan, you less likely to be successful in a Japanese corporate world. ね。Maybe like it's only a few foreigners. I'm not talking about Chinese people who are like who almost like super adapted Japanese society because they are living in Japan from their childhood or something like that. I'm not talking about those people, but like regular Western people who speak, you know, N2 level Japanese. I mean, they welcome you, but they almost never put you in a leader position or, yeah, managers, like important decision making position. You know what I mean? You might get the title, like something leader kind of position, but they don't really give you like authority who can なんだろうね and you don't have power to involved with their decision making or anything. So I think if you don't mind just being one of them and get stable just stable income uh and enough support like health insurance, pension, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, if you have like N2 and 1 level with like decent skill sets in your profession, then yeah, you can definitely survive in Japanese corporate scene. But like successful in a way like to be like a super higher position, you don't expect that. Then you just want to start your own business, then you will be more successful. You can be the leader, you know. Yeah. I saw your video about obese Caucasian men pursuing Japanese women. I found it funny. Thank you. Okay, that's not my meme, but yeah, it's a funny meme, right? I'm a bear. Welcome back. I don't know why so many videos say don't do this in Japan and then tell you not to things like throw trash on ground that you shouldn't do anywhere. 確かにな。まあね。What's going on today, right? Right? I'm Cuban Italian, lives in Florida. Hey, cultural. Cultured. My Japanese ex hated that I walked casually. What? Casually? Walking casually, what does that mean? She got annoyed by it. I feel like I meet women that are super independent and I prefer someone more clingy or talkative. Walked casually, then I don't get it. I was going to ask you something. What do you think about the picture Japan got to be better country than others in the world? About the picture Japan gotta be a better country than others in the world. I'm referring to the strange view which weeaboos got or other who is obsessed with Japan. I don't understand your question, to be honest. Sorry. なんか多分language issue. Been eating a lot of whale meat. Is that allowed in the US? Kujira whale meat. I mean, it's not so common to eat in Japan either, but I thought it's even, I didn't know if it's allowed. You know what I mean? And finally, is 25 years old a good age to get married for a Japanese girl? Like, what kind of 25-year-old are you? Like, are you like, uh, okay. I mean, okay, generally speaking, I don't know about you, but generally speaking, 25 years, okay? The median age for Japanese people to get married is 27. So it doesn't seem like a crazy idea to get married at the age of 25, right? But it really depends on like the situation, right? Like, are you stable enough? Like, are you jobless? Are you like, is she like supposed to be around the same age, like, or younger? Um, do you even have a girlfriend to think about the marriage? Uh, though, like, and if you live in like a Tokyo area, people tend to get married later. If you live in like countryside area, they tend to be younger. Like, so many factors involved with this answer. So, yeah. Is a library a good place to meet girls? I think library girls. If you are also like library type of person, like you like reading books and stuff like that, and you are like more, なんだろうな, you prefer smart type of woman, like more calm type of woman. Sounds like, yeah, that's the place those women go. But library is supposed to be, super calm, and you're not supposed to chat, right? So you need some kind of technique, right? Talk to that woman when she leaves とかね。うん。そうね。But yeah, in this kind of like super calm places, it's hard to build connection, right? Because you want to have some kind of build up, right? Like, before asking her out, you want to get some kind of hints, right? Like, if she's like single, is she single more likely? とか, like, do you actually have things in common with her? You want to check those things and then want to ask her out. But you don't really get to have that kind of build up at libraries, right? So I think it's still a hard mode. Hello. Like that, I saw the evil smile on your face, Hirokun.
Oh, already destroying.
Oh,
Mama, taco? Mama, taco?
you like my scrunchie, huh?
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Bit busy. Buddy.
Busy.
Goblin. All right, there.
Hey. Oh, hey. Hello. Hello. Yeah, you got my scrunchie. My scrunchie. Gaga. Which one? これ？これ？はいはい、これね。これ。Nice. ニャーニャ？あ、ニャーニャ、はい。Cat, ニャーニャ。And put it here. Nice. うん。あ、そうですね。はい。
All right.
Nice.
Hey. All right, buddy. Say bye-bye to chat. Bye-bye. 抱っこするんだけど、say bye-bye to chat. Say bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Ooh.
He jumped.
You don't do that.
Well. Cedric, me and my girlfriend recently celebrated our 1 year anniversary. Woo! Can you believe it's been a year already? I'm coming to Japan again this fall. そうだね、京都ギャロだっけね。京都ウーマン。いいじゃん。Congratulations. ね。あれ Did you meet long distance? Like, did you... あれ Maybe you met her in Japan, in Kyoto, and then started a long distance relationship? かな What was your story? I'm an African who lived in Kawasaki for 6 years and preferred the quieter, more reserved society. When my son finishes college, I'd like to return to Japan. The US is cool, but a mixed bag. Yeah, I hear so many people like that, yeah. Real rural Japan that the Japanese government is making it much harder for foreigners to start a business. Much higher capital requirement and a high level of language. 確かにね。But I still think if you want to be successful, I mean, if you want to just have stable income, just enough income, you can't, use so much money, like buy big house, own a Lexus car or things like that. You can't spend so much, but like just enough income to stay in Japan, live in Japan, then you don't have to start your business. You don't have to. If you want to, go for it. But, you know. And I think if you want to do it, it's still worth it. And I think the easiest pattern is that you have a Japanese wife and, cooperate with her. It's probably easiest, but, not everyone has a Japanese wife, so. Oh, Stig, welcome back. I had to put my 9 girlfriends on hold. すごいね、9 girlfriends ね。So, one of my customers who came in to my consultation service, dating consultation service, he is also with TJM, right? The matchmaker. And then I heard the, procedure, right? So apparently, if you start chatting with a woman on the matchmaking, then you have to visit her within like 3 to 6 months, right? Like to meet face to face. I mean, it makes sense, but if you have like 9 girls on hold, then すごいね. So you have to. I mean, of course, you probably like do a girlfriend tour, girlfriend tour. Uh, so probably meet like 3 or 4 women at one on in one travel, I guess. But it's still expensive, right? Costs so much because yeah, yeah. But yeah, depends on the person, I guess. You are popular on the matchmaking service, apparently. But the customer was struggling to pass that phase. So past the phase one, getting accepted to to start chatting. So yeah, I'm half Japanese, half Peruvian. Love Japanese culture, but was born and raised in Peru. あ、そうなんだ。Job is available in Japan in AI field. ああ、AI もね、そういうね、なんか newcomer field. Yeah, can be a なんだろうね。It's not oversaturated yet. I eat whale and horse regularly in Hokkaido. I like them and wish they would sell in my country. お、horse meat はね、it's good. High protein, tasty food. Yeah. Chat is like a bot conversation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For the thanks to mods. Yeah, like she would walk really fast and would walk like normal, and she would say, "Do you usually walk so slowly?" It really made her annoyed. Casually, the slowly. It was when we went on a trip to Disney, California. Who people in Japan walk pretty quick. そうなのかな? Maybe Tokyo people? まあでも you are not Tokyo. She is not Tokyo person. へえ。なんだろうね。ヒロ君。ヒロ handing out free badges. ね、he loves it. He will smile on the nice boy's face. I met her at the temple Higashi Honganji in Kyoto. She was just in America all last month as well. It's actually been the best relationship I've ever had. I met her at the temple. Temple? へえ。そこそこ。And you guys are visiting each other quite often. うん。 nine girlfriends, I can barely keep one happy. What's so Oscar, there is a matchmakers. There are some matchmakers, and probably the most famous one is traditional Japanese matchmaker, right? And in their system, um, so they introduce you to women, right? And you do like a first Zoom call, and then on that Zoom call, you can, if both parties are okay with it, you can start, you can exchange your line or WhatsApp information and start chatting to get to know each other, right? And then after start chatting, you have to visit her, right? And then once you visit her, you have to decide if you're gonna be in a relationship or not, right? So I guess I assume Stig is in that chatting phase and he has to meet all of nine women and and decide who to be a girlfriend, like official, right? Think that's what he means, or maybe he's talking to other like women outside the matchmaker. I don't know, but that's what I assume. Only nine to cast. That's exactly what I did. Actually, I was in Japan exactly last year at this time. I did do a girlfriend tour. I dated 4 women in 3 weeks. ね。あ、セドリック、thanks for the super chat. ちょっとね、where did it go? Okay. Also, for TJM, you need an income of 80,000 USD annually. Ooh. Right? That's their thing, right? ね。Very unique idea, I think. But that's why it's traditional matchmaker, right? You need to be the provider, and she needs to be like, well, most likely they expect women to move to your country, right? So you need to be a provider. Be a traditional one, exactly, right? So you can't be like meh income and join traditional matchmaker, right? So that's their thing. And there are advertisers like, you can get married to a like high profile man, foreigner, you can get married to a high profile foreigner. And that's kind of like their advertise on Japanese women. So yeah, you need to be like successful, and you are supposed to visit her once you started talking to women on traditional matchmaker. So yeah, makes sense. I think it makes sense for everyone involved when it comes to finding like marriage partner. It's simple. Well, it's not the only way to get Japanese wife, right? Well, you don't have to be like such successful man to be, to get a Japanese wife. But that's their thing. That's their concept. So, yeah. But, even if you are with matchmakers, you still have to have, because right? You still have to be attractive, right? Enough. Because even if you pay like so much money to matchmakers and get introduced to Japanese women, if you are not attractive enough, you don't get wife. So yeah, I've seen so many men being trapped this idea, right? Okay, this service will find me wives. Wives, find me a wife, right? Okay, they are matchmaker. They will provide a wife to me. So if I just pay for them, my success is assured. And then just pay money for them. But that's how they make money, right? Make money either from successful couples, right? Because once you leave the service with your wife, then you need to pay for the 何報酬 rewards to them. So that's one way for them to get money from you. But also, they need many other people who are not successful and then keep stuck in their system, right? Because usually they get like an annual annual fee, members fee みたいな something like that. And then, the longer you are in their system, the more money they can get, right? Yeah. And of course, you are willing to pay for the success money, their rewards. You're just happily married to a wife and then just pay money as, thank you. Hey, here's your money. Sure. But you don't want to stuck in their system and keep paying money, expecting them to find your wife, like automatically, without you trying so hard to be an attractive man. You know what I mean? So you still need to have this, skill set to date woman. And you know what? A lot of matchmakers don't tell you, don't teach you how to date Japanese women because their job is to matchmaking. So supposedly, their members are supposed to be already like enough to attract each other, right? So all they do is to find a match. But if you are not even that level, you'll be just like just a money provider, right? So yeah. Ne. They are not dating advisor, they are matchmaker. Please keep that in mind before you join any of matchmaker. Would you ever visit the island of Jamaica? It's beautiful and you have fans there. Plus, our countries both start with J. まあ確かにね。ジャマイカね。Sounds very interesting. なんかI'm interested in Caribbean culture a little bit. Like, I took a class when I was university, like learning Caribbean culture. Like, I learned a little bit about their like Creole language culture and then food and stuff like that. And then yeah, I want to visit Caribbean countries, including Jamaica someday. Bus lover, see you. Tyrell, hello. I joined Yay Chat and immediately had many GFs, girlfriends. Just gotta send them gifts. Okay. Don't join Yay Chat. Kid? No, I haven't heard of it either. Yay chat. Culture butter, welcome back. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know why a highly successful man would need a dating service. Just go to Japan in a nice suit and say hello. うん、多分まあ、うん、there's that, I guess. But まあ、さ、I think by joining matchmakers, you can avoid like gold diggers. まあ、less likely ね。まあyou can avoid scammers, you know. 結婚詐欺marriage fraud とか romance fraud とか you can definitely avoid those things and you can avoid ghosting. It's always, there is always an answer whether like women don't ditch you because it's a system. You have to say yes or no. So it's clear. So you can keep meeting without questioning those things. So I think there's a benefit. But also like come on. I get that. I get that culture, but like なんか I think real life dating experience is important than like matchmaking dating, right? So if you already have like real life dating experiences, sure, just cut the unnecessary part and then go to matchmakers and then find someone there. But if you are saying, okay, I can't date, I can't attract women, but seems like this service will find me a wife. That's wrong. That's wrong. うん。そうね。Yeah, I think it's how you use them. How you use them. お金持ち。Undrafted Hoff. Hey, new to the channel. Oh, welcome. Curious to know how you met your partner. What challenges did your husband face cultural wise, like home life, extended family, like things other than language? もうね, he just left, so I can't ask him directly. But we met on Bumble. Yay, Bumblebee. So Bumble です。Bumble marriage. Challenge cultural wise. I think just like any man. I think he struggles with how Japanese women in general are like not good at confrontation, not good at saying their negative opinion directly. So they tend to be passive aggressive. But I think he learned from the previous relationships. So he managed that very well in our relationship, to be honest. And I'm not the worst case. I don't think I am like so passive aggressive and not telling my opinion. Like I can if I try. And I think he manages very well, If something comes up, he goes like, "What happened? Let's talk." And then he never denies my my negative feelings. He always accepts my how I feel, whether negative or positive. and then try to think solutions. So I think that's why this relationship is going very well and strong. そうね。You might want to live in a desirable place if you want her to move in with you. That's true. If you are like, I don't know, in the middle of Arizona or in the middle of Kansas, like not even middle, but like super like countryside area or something, then そうね。そうね。No Japanese population だよね。うん。Not many Japanese ladies, mostly Thai and Filipinas if you catch my drift. Uh-oh. If you visit Tokyo in a suit, you'll just look like a normal salaryman. Mm, depends on the places. If you are like no, nicely suited and tied, walking in Roppongi or something like that, girls will be like, I can tell he's a successful foreign foreign man みたいな。If you're walking something like, I don't know, まあ、東京、新橋とかね、like Japanese corporate area, then you might look like a salaryman, but you know, in those nicer, I wouldn't say nicer, but like high society area, like Roppongi, then you look like, oh, he might be a guy who works for like Goldman Sachs, McKinsey, like super foreign country, like successful countries, successful company, Japan, in Japan, みたいな. So yeah, that's one way to attract women, but yeah. Marty Mouse, thanks for the super chat. I once flew to Japan for a weekend to have dinner with a lady. I flew out several more times to see her, but unfortunately it didn't work out. Oh. まあね、ロングディスタンス。うん。ロングディスタンスリレーションシップだからね。Thank you, Marty. But it's nice that you actually came out and see her face to face, right? It's better than just being a pen pal all the time. It's such a long distance away, Japan from US, for instance. I am surprised that it works as often as it does. ね。まあ、with the technology, of course. うん。ね、do like a voice chat, face chat, using those things too, then yeah. Vince, a matchmaker is a coach. If you hire a chess coach, that doesn't mean you are guaranteed to win. Yes, that's what I'm saying ね。なんか、しかもさ、what they tell you as a coach is that, like, it's more like, 何 It's not about like, I think if you hire like I don't know, karate coach or something like that, he or she will teach you how to train yourself, right? Do this menu とか, right? To strengthen your body first. But matchmaker doesn't do that. They just tell you, oh, go to this woman. Oh, this woman refused you because of ABC. You have to do this. Like, very, very simple advice. And the feedback, I don't know how accurate those feedbacks are even because, you know, usually feedbacks from women are like, oh, I just didn't really feel like he's a match. He's very vague and then not really useful, to be honest. Um, yeah. Because nobody will reject you on matchmaking saying like, oh, he looked slob. He looked like a slob. I don't want to date him. Oh, he's too shy and he doesn't, I don't know, he's not funny. だから they're not like super critic, right? So you can't really get the honest feedback from them. So I kind of なんか doubt how they actually coach you. They just put you on a match and not even like emotional match, more like income. Like, is his income enough to match with this woman? Is this age match with this woman? Is his like hobby match with this woman? Like, it's very like just the surface. They're matching by your profile, not like here. So yeah, I think good matchmakers do, but it it depends. Mm. Pretty cool that you met on Bumble. I consider it the best dating app in Japan for foreigners meeting Japanese women. I agree. Did you meet on Bumble? Did you meet your wife on Bumble? Was it your? Oh, Dario, welcome back. I'll be in Japan in 17 days. Oh, nice. October ね. Yeah, that's exciting. Wow, Bumble. That's great. I think I struggle with that too. I'm very expressive and sometimes I have to guess what she's thinking. But I've gotten better over time too. Cool, cool. Yeah. Can't imagine you being passive aggressive. You're so forward. そうね。まあね。Usually. But, when I'm stressed out and kind of exhausted to even talk about it, I sometimes do that. Which I try not to. Try not to. But, we are together every day. That kind of days happen. Yeah. Lots of papakatsu in Roppongi. Exactly. So now, so I think, yeah, when it comes to meaningful relationship, I think, and specifically for foreigners, I actually really recommend online solution. Like, no joke. It's not like, I'm saying it because I just wrote an ebook to, make a good dating profile. But, I wrote that book because I truly believe online solution is very nice, very good, very useful to meet Japanese women, like internationally. Sure, if you like live in Japan long term and you are fluent in Japanese, then yeah, go talk to like go join some kind of community and make friends or find partner there. But a lot of people, most of the time, they are not like that. They can't really move to Japan so quickly. They live in outside Japan. They are not as fluent to actually join community with Japanese locals. Um, so overall, in general, I think starting from online and get closer to them is the best way. Yeah. And because you chat before you actually meet and you know um, you, you less likely to This is like you can tell if she is papakatsu or not. Well, right. David, thanks for the super chat. Poor Asagi. Thank you. I mean, this is the QA stream, so I'm happy to answer your questions. You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes there are difficult questions to answer, but yeah, I'm trying to, you know, throw you back. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like a tennis player. Sometimes I really look like a tennis player, feel like a tennis player. You know what I mean? Oh, I'll give you piggy, piggy pill, David. Right? Like a tennis player. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Like some guys just throw me a very like difficult balls towards me, and then I have to catch with the full speed, right? Well, yeah, I'm trying my best. And thanks for appreciating that. Yep. David Brink can afford TJM. For sure, for sure, yeah. Dating coaches are me. I think it's just better to just fall on your face, trial and error style. Yeah, you just denied my job, but that's fine. And I get that. For some people, you just don't need it, right? You can just put it off. Mm. So yeah, I'm not saying dating coaches are for everyone. Some people can just do it by themselves, but when it comes to my thing, with those cultural difference, and I mean, yeah, you just came here asking me, how the intercultural relationship look like. Some people appreciate my specialty, I think. And then I wonder why you are like dating coaches are me. um, because you've just asked like few questions to me already. But but yeah, I think it's necessary, almost necessary for some people because it's not something. なんだろうね. Of course, school don't teach you. School don't teach you. Sometimes, parents don't teach you. And even when your parents do, the dating scene back then when your parents got married and now the modern dating is very different. And when it comes to intercultural relationship, it's different. Um, the difficulty and hardships are different sometimes. So I think focusing on that and teaching you guys, I feel like worth it. But of course, some people just don't feel it's worth it. Like, why do I have to learn how to date women? Like, I can just find out by myself. Mm, I get it. I get it. It's not for everyone. I'm not asking you to accept what I do from like everyone. And obviously, people don't understand my job wouldn't come to this live stream. So I get it. Matchmakers do bring you women. to the table, TJM will also coach the woman to date the men. Women to date the men. What about men to date women? まあそうだね。Yeah, in a certain extent. Yeah. And if so, I wonder why many TJM, yeah, I have like 4 men who are with TJM and come to my service to get dating advice, right? So I think, yeah, I think they, it's not like they completely like give you no support about dating, but not in a deeper level, I think. They are, at the end of the day, matchmakers. Of course, they will support you to get married, but yeah. We met on the world's shittiest dating app, Badoo. あ、そうだ、Badoo だ。Yeah, I've just remembered. Sorry, sorry. I was also using Bumble. ね、まあ、that happens. Finding a great partner from the shittiest app. It's not like it never happens. Think you were lucky. I agree, Asagi, you would be shocked. Greetings from Jakarta, Indonesia ですね。Hello, hello. I haven't tried Bumble. Might dip my toes in. そうね、if you can use the なんだっけ international mode, you have to pay for that. It's not for free to use that なんだっけ feature. But yeah, Bumble I can definitely recommend. I mean, I am the living proof of yeah using Bumble and then got the amazing relationship. So if you like looking at the back of heads, Bumble is good. But Bumble still have, but as Ashton, if I go into their profile, I've seen legit profiles, so many legit profiles, not just back of the head. It's more like Tinder thing, Tinder, yeah. On Tinder, so many back of the head, but on Bumble, I would say that's the main thing. Should I go to Tokyo to find a woman or Okinawa? Tokyo or Okinawa? If I simply say Tokyo or Okinawa, Okinawa seems like better if you are Westerner. But are you? Because Okinawa has a big U.S. base, and many women date people on the base. So if you are American, sure, but if you're not, Okinawa is probably not the best for you. But before that question, should you go to Japan just to find a woman? なんかちょっとねえ I mean I think でもそうね I hope you are interested in Japan in general, and I'm hoping to get a Japanese girlfriend, sure, but the question itself looks a little odd to me. Stop throwing your balls. Right. I'm throwing your balls. You balls. My balls. So it's the general expectation, hope from Japanese women to leave Japan with their foreigner partner, or would they prefer staying in Japan in general? As a foreigner, Japan looks great place to live. これね、we actually talked about it in the last live stream. 結構ね、we talked quite a lot about this. I think, and our conclusion was being flexible is good. You know, if you're like, I need my woman to come to my country, can be a little difficult, like very difficult, right? Because here's women perspective, right? No woman would move to your country if you are not worth it, right? But many women are willing to move to your country if they find you worth it, right? I'm falling in love with him. He's great. He will take care of me. He is stable or more than that kind of income. So I feel safe to move with him. I don't mind this. I can sacrifice my career, you know, the access to my family and friends, right? So if you are just trying to find Japanese woman and, you know, from the intention to take her back with you, that's like a challenge, right? So I think step one is to fall in love. Make her fall in love with you. And then I think she can decide whether move or not, right? But if you expect her to move to you from the beginning, she will be ちょっと defensive, right? Like, I don't know, I'm not sure. So I would just go for a man who actually stays in Japan or something like that, right? So yeah, flexibility is the key here. I'm asking AI about flight pricing information. How much would it cost for me to fly to Japan from Tennessee? How much is it? How much? How much? Okay, you don't say it. Okay. I think there's a lot of advice out there that is really toxic and bad. Oh, I'm sure. Like many dating coaches out there are not actually quite good. Many are even, yes, toxic, like telling men to be like, oh, just be successful, get a six pack, and then you will have no issue with women, right? I mean, in a way, I think to get attention from women, it's not wrong. If you are rich and good looking and have six pack, and many women will come to you. But would that grow something into like a meaningful relationship, or like does that create a real happiness to you? No, because it's not just about money and looks. You need to be more than that. Or you don't even need so much money or six pack even to have a meaningful relationship, right? And yeah, there's like broccoli haircut guy will tell you like, oh, you just have to have a six figure six pack and ride certain type of cars, stuff like that, right? I don't trust that kind of coach, yeah. Right. So yeah, you need to be careful to who to follow for sure. That's true. Yeah. I just imagine after the stream is done, Asagi cracks a bottle of sake and chain smokes. Maybe, I forget to actually turn off the camera and then show show that to you accidentally. Yeah, yeah. Wait till that day. Yeah. I think your service will be very useful for some people. I had already been to Japan 7 times before meeting my wife and had a pretty good understanding of Japanese culture. Your insight will be useful. Thanks, thanks, thanks. I appreciate you, appreciate my specialty. I think everyone here appreciates what you do. I hope so. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Itano, Itano Gary, thanks for the super chat. Tang, tanking ranting, tanking ratings from failed YouTube monetization. I highly doubt it's you, but YouTube confusing Prime channels poorly done implementation. Ratings from failed YouTube monetization. Failed monetization. なんか、I don't know what you're talking about, but thanks for the chat. It's actually very full. 板野ゲリー。ちょっとね、板野だけ。Sorry. Gary, thanks. Wow, thank you everyone. It's actually full. And Frederick, thanks for the super chat. ね、even なんか2 super chats だね。Frederick, I will make it. ちょっとね、I made Marty. ちょっとマーティここね。And I'll put Frederick here. Frederick か。Sorry, Frederick. Thank you, thank you. And it's even a double super chat. I'll give you a gyoza dumplings. Thank you. Hayasagi, you are a beautiful dancer. Looking forward to attending Japan Fest next weekend. It's a large event in Atlanta. Hope to network and have fun. Goal to have a fan base in Japan. Nice, nice. アトランタ。ジャパンフェスト。ジャパンフェスト。Sounds good, sounds good. Yeah, I'm really glad that these days many like events, Japan cultural events are going on in like many countries, right? Does Bumble was good to use to get a partner? Like, just like I said, I got my husband. I met my husband on Bumble, so it happens, but only if you have a nice profile, dating profile, right? So that's why I wrote an ebook. You can check out from the description box. I'm teaching you how to make a good dating profile to attract Japanese women. So yeah, if you want to commit it, I would definitely recommend reading it. And I also talk about which app to use. The apps I can recommend to meet Japanese women in that ebook. So yeah. I doubt TJM gives you no BS like you do. Yeah, that's not their style for sure. That's not their style. Yeah. I think they are doing meaningful thing here. Yeah, I appreciate what they do, but what I do is just different from them. I think matchmaking is different from dating otherwise. So yeah. Women have to make the first move on Bumble. Yeah, that's why it's like easier to see if a woman is interested in you enough or not, right? This stream is a keeper. For sure. Yeah. Stop saying balls. Too many balls. Is English more widely spoken as a second language in Okinawa than the rest of Japan? I doubt that. どうだろうね。どうだろうね。まあ、many businesses in Okinawa, they, I think they speak English in a certain level, because many military people. まあね、but it's slightly different. That's it. It's not like people are so fluent there. The allure of Japanese women is not only the beauty, but that they are more traditional rather than the typical modern Western woman, in my humble opinion. トラディショナルなんすかね。トラディショナル Well, I think it actually goes back to the first topic, but I think it's just Japanese women are not so entitled as Western women. Same goes to men だけど、Japanese people are not so entitled. That kind of makes you feel like we are traditional. Like, sure, a little more traditional, like Asian tradition, Japanese tradition is still there, but it's not like that, I think. It's just not entitled. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, Japanese women are still staying house and become housewife and all that kind of stuff because we are traditional. It's not like that. We are like modernized. Like we still want to have our own career and that kind of stuff. Like we don't always like let men do anything and then we just support them. No, but I guess we try to respect each other and then not be too stubborn. Not like we don't think we have to say our opinion all the time. And if that makes you feel like we are traditional, sure. But I think it's just the level of entitlement, to be honest. To be honest. ね。なんか、a lot of the men say that, oh, なんか、Japanese women are so traditional and so nice. I guess so. And are you a traditional husband material then? Like, that's why you want to have traditional woman? Like, what's traditional these days? なんか、I'm kind of confused. Is that the traditional issue or entitlement issue? Kind of hard to judge, right? But what do you think? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm still kind of like thinking about this sometimes. What's wrong with a six pack? Are you talking about beer six pack or like six pack? You know what I mean? Yeah, you guys talking about beer six pack, right? Hmm. I don't think I have a good dating profile. Yeah, I wrote an ebook people for people like you. Frank, thanks for the super sticker. ね、どうしようか。どうしようか。Well, since we were talking about six pack, I'll give you a sake sticker. Frank, Frank, Frank. Okay. Thank you. Gil, love to you all. Love you guys. Asagi, love you. Love your husband and your baby the most. Thank you, thank you. Love you too, Gil. ね。Yeah. ね。We all need love. Thank you, Jill. Gil か。100% correct. 朝日。朝日ね、ビアかな。Hit it right on the head. そう、なんか、entitlement と思うんだよね。Feels like it. I think, yeah. Yeah. Great question because I feel like what we call tradition is long gone. まあ、ジャパニーズwomen are cute. まあね、なんかこれはなんだっけ、scientifically correct. うん。なんだっけ、I think there is a video talking about it, like scientifically why, like explaining scientifically why Asian face is considered cute, right? なんかあるんだよ。この especially eyes, like Asian eyes. まあね、a little like smaller kind of eyes are called something like they have a special name for this kind of eye shape, right? And then it's considered like scientifically cute. To なんだっけな、なんだっけ What was why cute eyes are good? Like making enemies like discard or something like that. Like there's scientifically background of like Asian face cute. Yeah. Maybe you can Google. It's a YouTube video talking about this. そうそう。What does traditional mean? Traditionally, women will prefer Japanese. Women women will prefer Japanese. What we consider traditional is a different culture. Should I date a girl if I really have nothing to offer her yet? Or should I wait until my life is sorted? think I think some women will share the life with you, like the journey with you, even though you are not like stable or 何なんか like super sorted out. Just having you as a company might be just enough for some women, right? So I would say keep looking. But if you are looking for like long-term partner, you need to like set a goal and share your goal with her, right? Share where you are going, right? So, yeah, I think it's more about the presentation. Like you might be, I don't know, if you are jobless, you don't want to be like, I'm jobless, I just got fired and then I have nothing to do. Like, that's not cool. That's not a good presentation, right? Yeah, I'm currently unemployed, but you know, I think I will get this kind of job because I have this skill set and like talk about the future presentation. So learning that kind of presentation, making that kind of presentation is important than what you actually offer right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, sharing your future is dating. Dating というか building meaningful relationship is to share your future with the person, right? I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, I think that would help. I think you will learn so much from the book, I think. If my dating skills were as good as my cooking skills, I would have max aura guaranteed. You can cook? Oh my gosh, that's a great dating skill. Husband material, you know? You should be proud of that. You should definitely have to write on your dating profile too. You can cook, that's sexy, right? My husband is a good chef. I feel like I got a great personal chef. Like, that's a great thing about having a partner who has that kind of skill, you know? So, yeah, definitely. That's a charm. That's a charm. America pervert is the word traditional. ちょっとわかる。それ、確かに。Right, you're so right. I mean, I don't know about the pervert way, but I think they definitely like overusing or over なんだろうね. The word traditional is becoming something else, right? So I think if you break it down, it feels more like a entitlement issue, right? It's not even about traditional or modernized or anything. Mm. Oh, it's been 25 minutes since I subscribed to your channel. I'm your 56th like. I had to wait 25 minutes before I could talk to you. そうなんです。Thank you, thank you. to avoid like bots とか. Yeah. Thanks for waiting. I'm from Paris, the capital of love, the most beautiful city in the world. Oh, Paris, France. I really love Japanese women. You are the most beautiful and kind in the world. And I loved one of the videos you made that I just watched. Oh, which one? I can cook tea in the microwave. Sure, sure, man. Yeah. Everyone should cook. Yeah. Cooking. なんかね、でも I think many Japanese men don't have cooking skills in general. No. Yeah. So I think that's one thing foreign men can take advantage of. Mm. Many, yeah, Western foreign men can cook compared to Japanese men. I don't know. I think one thing is that like traditional mindset issue, right? My dad didn't cook. My grandpa didn't cook. I don't have to cook. Like that's more like women's job. But also, I think, ほら、Japanese people tend to stay in their parents' house, right? It's very common to stay in their parents' house at the age of like 55 or something, right? And hence they don't really cook とかね. That happens a lot, so yeah. おかえり.
I'm just here for the cool air.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm about to wrap up the stream.
Just pretend I'm not here.
It's still very hot outside, so is he taking a nap? Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I talked so much today. Let's keep spreading positivity and enjoying the things we love together. Yeah, I like the positivity. I'm all for it. You can send links. I found a video that explains what Asagi is talking about. Okay. It's from Kento Bento. Kento Bento, 聞いたことあるな. I've heard of that guy. Kento Bento. Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, thanks for sticking out. Sticking with me. Sticking with the stream. Sticking out. And thanks for the super chat. Thanks for your generous support, everyone. The board is full. Yay. And yeah. Like next weekend, I think I can be on the same day, Sunday noon. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.